I'm in shape because I run, avoid sugar, and do Ozempic.
We all agree Sydney Sweeney is pretty, so when she looked into the camera and said she had great genes, it didn't feel like a joke. I watched a video of liberals on TikTok, and it seemed to really hurt them, like a reminder that beauty still speaks louder than anything else, that some people can just smile, say nothing, and still shake the room. So here is the catch. American Eagle puts out this ad.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
It's Sydney Sweeney. She's in low-rise jeans under soft lighting with that kind of flirty, old-school vibe. Then she says the line, I guess you could say I have great genes. But like, come on, you heard it the same way we all did. She's not talking about pants. She's talking about genes, as in biology, her looks. Suddenly, the whole thing starts feeling like one of those internet videos that looks normal until it spirals for absolutely no reason. It wasn't just the line that threw people off. It was who was saying it, because this isn't some random girl doing a TikTok brand deal. If you've somehow never heard of Sydney Sweeney, she's an actress. She blew up playing Cassie on Euphoria and has been in stuff like The White Lotus, The Handmaid's Tale, and a few rom-coms. Her thing is playing soft, crying, messy girls with big eyes and way too much going on inside. That's kind of how the world sees her too. Sweet, emotional, beautiful in that old-school magazine cover way. Blonde, blue-eyed, slim, thick, rich. She's everywhere. She became Hollywood's favorite obsession in like 2 years. That's the problem, because when she's the one saying great genes, it stops being just a pun. It lands different. It hits like a reminder that the same exact kind of beauty is still being packaged and sold, like it counts as a personality. We're supposed to laugh, act like it's clever, pretend it's not just the same face again, with a slightly glossier filter. Also, just to add to the confusion, the ad is part of a campaign to raise money for a domestic violence hotline. So you're watching this soft focus, sexy denim promo. She's posing, smiling, biting her lip or whatever. Then a voiceover tells you it's for women in crisis. What exactly am I supposed to feel here? Genuinely. What was the emotional tone they were going for? Because it's not landing. Then the internet does its thing. Threads, quote, tweets, edits, rants. Some people said it felt like a low-key eugenics ad. Others said it was just a harmless joke, and people need to relax. A few people called it corporate camp, which sounds like fake smart internet talk, but honestly, I kinda get it. Still, under all that noise, was the real reason people were reacting this way. It wasn't the first time. This isn't Sydney's first weird PR moment. Back in 2022, she posted photos from her mom's birthday party. It had a country rodeo theme, which, fine, but people zoomed in. MAGA hats, a blue Lives Matter shirt. You know how fast that stuff spreads. People clocked it instantly. She said nothing. Well, okay. She tweeted one thing like, you guys are making assumptions, but it wasn't a real explanation. She just let it die, and it did, until now. Then this ad dropped. Another awkward message, another confusing image, another moment where she stayed silent and let the internet deal with itself. That's why people snapped. It wasn't just this one ad. It was everything stacking up. People felt like she's always in the middle of the cultural conversation, but never actually participating in it. I'm not about to pretend she planned any of this. I don't think she's out here pitching ad concepts. She probably got paid, showed up, said the line, went home. Just like every other celebrity doing brand work. But once you become the face of something, people point at you. You don't need to write the script to still be part of the message. The silence doesn't help either. People are waiting for her to say something real. Just acknowledge the chaos. Just show she heard the noise, that she wasn't zoning out through the whole campaign. But nothing, just the usual content. Vacation photos, red carpet looks, like none of it happened. Meanwhile, the campaign worked. The jeans sold out. The hotline raised millions. The ad got views, press, clicks, so the brand wins. Sydney's fine. The internet screams into the void. Then it happens all over again. That's what's making people mad. They know they're being used. The outrage becomes the marketing strategy. The backlash is part of the plan. The person at the center of it doesn't flinch, doesn't speak, just floats above above the noise untouched. I don't hate Sydney. I don't even think she meant to do anything wrong, but I get the frustration. The silence starts to feel like a decision. The pattern starts to feel like a choice. Eventually, people stop giving you the benefit of the doubt. This wasn't just a cringy ad, it was a reminder. Some people can move through public messes without ever getting touched. Some people get to be the face of controversy without ever being asked to explain it. So when Sydney Sweeney says she has great genes, it doesn't sound cute anymore. It sounds like the same old thing wearing 2024 denim. She didn't start the fire, but she stood in the center of it, smiling, saying nothing. People noticed. At this point, it's not even about what Sydney said. It's about everything she didn't. The ad came out. The internet spiraled. She posted a photo dump like nothing had happened. No statement. No acknowledgement. Not even a repost of the charity link. People noticed. Staying silent once might be you avoiding drama. Doing it again and again starts looking like a tactic. This is where things get tricky, because people aren't just mad about one ad. They're building a version of Sydney in their heads. One that never posts anything political, but keeps ending up in political controversy. A celebrity who benefits from being seen as neutral, while constantly aligning with stuff that feels loaded. Of course, her defense team showed up. The "she's just an actress" people. The "you're overreacting" crowd. The "it's not that serious" folks. But here's the thing. When you're famous, everything you post is part of your message. What you don't say is part of your brand. And when your whole career is built on image, people are going to study that image closely. And hers? It's clean. It's soft. It's the kind of celebrity persona that only gets messy if the character arc demands it. People are starting to see through it. Because it's not just that she said great genes in a questionable ad. It's that she did it. People reacted, and she just kept smiling and scrolling. No correction, no explanation. Just denim, dimples, and chill vibes. That vibe is what's starting to make people snap. It's not just internet critics either. Longtime fans are getting weird about it. People who actually liked her. Women who thought she understood what it felt like to be hypersexualized, underestimated, boxed in. She used to talk about how Hollywood treated her like a body instead of a brain. She used to post behind-the-scenes clips of her doing her own stunts, handling her own business deals, showing she wasn't just another pretty face. Now, she's just quiet. Her whole brand is starting to feel like that girl from school who's nice enough when it's easy, but never shows up when things actually get hard. She's not the villain, but she's never the one speaking up either. This is where people split. One side says it's no big deal, that she didn't ask for this, that she didn't write the script, or choose her face, or plan the controversy. All of that might be true, but the other side, the ones dragging her on every app, they're not mad she's beautiful. They're mad she acts like the mess never touches her, that she hovers above the discourse while being front and center in it. It's wild how long she's kept this neutral streak. No opinions, no missteps, no actual statements. It's not about politics anymore. It's about effort. Like, blink twice if you know what's going on. You don't need to write an open letter. Just care a little. Show that you notice the chaos your image got dropped into, and that you have a single thought about it. Maybe she does care. Maybe staying quiet is the entire plan. A quiet brand feels safe. It doesn't spark drama. It doesn't polarize. It stays cute. It stays likable. You can repost it on Pinterest without setting off the comments. Sydney is safe. Maybe that's all she wants to be. But people are done being nice about safe. Safe doesn't mean harmless anymore. Safe means you're letting other people take the hit while you stay untouched. Eventually, people stop pretending that's okay. So when she smirks and says, "great genes," people don't just hear a pun. They hear a whole message she refuses to say out loud. The voice of every brand that hides behind softness while selling something sharp. And yeah, it's exhausting. This isn't about canceling her. It's not even about blaming her. It's about asking why she never shows up when it actually matters. Why she keeps ending up in controversy but never changes how she moves. Why she walks away clean while everyone else gets caught in the fire. People don't hate Sydney Sweeney because of one bad ad. They hate how she makes them feel. Like she sees what's happening. Like she's in on the joke but won't say it out loud. Like she flirts with controversy and always gets away with it. Maybe she's not doing it on purpose, but she's not doing anything to stop it either. That's what gets people. Not the denim, not the voiceover, not the corny pun. The silence. Always the silence. Anyway, if you made it this far without rage quitting or falling in love with her all over again, hit like, smash subscribe, and yell at me in the comments.